Go right ahead, guys. Questions?
Charles, you've lived a lot of your life in California. Carver's a California lifer. Is there a California feel to him? Is there a different personality that he has maybe other coaches don't?
I don't know. So far we've bonded really well, and I think he's bonded with the teammates really well, and he's just gotten this group to really believe in themselves and him as a defensive coordinator, and we're really ready to take that next step.
Charles, the vast majority of your sacks last year came in the non-conference games. What has to be a little bit better this year to get them consistently throughout the conference season now too?
Just spend myself during practice, go all out, go with my teammates after practice, continue to teach them, because when you teach, you learn as well, and just continue to, like spend all my energy in practice, just all gas, no brakes, as Coach Tarver always talks about.
Were you getting frustrated at any point last season when the sacks weren't coming as regularly?
Don't get frustrated. I'm more concerned about wins and losses versus sacks. If we win, then I'm better. Sacks come and go. You're not worried about that.
Sorry, was there any adjustment to being more under Mason's direct control versus now under Coach Tarver?
No, both those guys talk about the same kind of thing. The all gas, no brakes terminology might be new with Tarver, but that's the same kind of mantra that Coach Mason always preached, is that you always go hard no matter what. And then both these guys are both great defensive minds, so they really clicked and meshed. So I think having them both on our staff and having Coach Mason be more of a head coach position and Coach Tarver as a defensive coordinator really helps our team in the long run.
Dari, what's the difference between you and your brother, off the field or on the field?
Well, he's taller than me, clearly, but we're pretty similar guys. We might just express this in different ways. We're both, he might be more expressive in certain ways, or might get more down on some more emotionally expressive, but we both go through a lot of the same things, so we're pretty similar, I'd say.
What about on the field?
On the field, I'd say, he's a great player on the field too, but I'd say he excels with his length, and if he gets his hands in the right place, he makes a lot of plays and does a lot of damage. I can usually, I've been working on my run game fits more, so taking on double teams, being disruptive in short spaces, quick off the line, stuff like that, that's probably where more of my game's headed to right now.
You guys have both referenced so far all gas, no brakes. How many times a day do you hear that?
Until our ears bleed.
Joejuan, you kind of came in with a lot of hype just as a highly recruited guy. Have you settled into that maybe by now of just having that title?
Yeah, I would say I settled into it. At the end of the day, it's not about the hype. It's about the production you put on the field, and I just try to keep that in my head the whole time. At the end of the day, I'm only best as the weakest link on the team, and that's how I keep it as.
A lot of talk about creating turnovers this year. Has there been any change in how you approach your role? You try to maybe play a ball differently to get a pick?
So the biggest thing for me is just working on the off season about putting my body in different positions to get the ball. Because at the end of the day, the ball's not coming to me, so I'm coming in an awkward position to get a pick. So what I've been doing with the DB group after practices or by ourselves is just putting ourselves in different positions to get balls, coming in at different angles, coming in at different body positions. And that's probably the biggest thing we worked on this off season, was just creating those turnovers, creating those picks.
Does interceptions define a good corner, or is there something else that defines a good corner?
I would say, interceptions is the biggest thing. But if you can lock down your side of the field, and it'll definitely help the team. It'll definitely help the whole team out, and that's the biggest part. But creating turnovers really is an important factor in this game.
Joejuan, has there been more emphasis on creating turnovers? It's always talked about, but it just seems like it's mentioned a lot more this year.
Yeah, I feel like it is. Coach Tarver came in. And really pushed that mantra. The ball is everything. We have pictures of footballs everywhere in our lockers, from our lockers to our meeting rooms. Coach Tarver carries the football with him everywhere he goes. So the ball is really everything to him, and getting that ball back is really important. Is really what we emphasized over spring. from our practice habits, from raking the ball out at every single play, no matter what. And we're just, you know, practice makes habits, and you sit on the field.
Couple more questions?
Do you feel a need to kind of take on an extra leadership role this year with a lot of new faces on the secondary coming in, like a guy like Tay Daly?
Yeah, I'm an old head now. That's crazy. So, I had a great leader coming up here, and Willie Herndon. Always looked up to him, and he really guided me through that young phase. And now I'm trying to be the same leader that he was to me, to these young cats. And I would say that I feel like I did take on a leadership role over this past spring, but with me, I feel like it's more about actions, because that's the same way that Trey was. I really don't talk that much unless it's like joking around or something like that. But I mean, I feel like I have to let my actions show.
You said Tarver carries the ball around, like in the hallways and stuff? What does that mean?
Meeting rooms, he'll toss the ball around in meeting rooms, make sure we catch it, we can't drop it before a meeting or something like that. He's taking the ball everywhere.
Ever seen him outside the facility with a football?
I haven't seen him outside the facility, but I can bet he probably has.
Did you get a chance to try to strip it from him, or is that off limits?
I mean, that's what he wants. I mean, he tries to strip it from you too. If you have the ball and you're walking around with it, he's gonna come up behind you. He's gonna try to strip it out you. So I mean, that's the thing. That ball is really everything. He's trying to create that and etch that into this team's mind.
Any more questions? Guys, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.